The world, JWP, J Ward, WP, J Ward, WP, J Primo Beats. I always get caught by that echo. I like to have my stream running in the background, just like how you say, keep an eye on it. But I don't like it running because it just eats up CPU. Anyway, I'll be looking at IK Multimedia's tape machines. Right now, this is an examination as an effect. So, further ado, I'll jump right into FL Studio. So I did do some pre-setup with the comb filters, my custom VST, and that is specifically for guitars. I guess I could extend it into other instruments, but for now, yeah, everything's on a guitar right now. So if you haven't seen that, go take a look at that, and it'll explain what's going on with the comb filters. I'm going to be looking at the tape machines, and I just feel like documenting this more likely for myself. But for anybody else who's interested in looking at the tape machines, I'm not going to go into the background of the tape machines. They're vintage recreations by IK Multimedia. And yeah. So what I'll be doing here is I'll be pushing them as an effect. Right now I have a bit of guitars. I got a little bit of a heavy jam guitar, just a quick riff I threw together, and a riff I did earlier that's a smoother guitar. I guess I could do a quick preview of those. I just even to check my levels. And I'm going to get rid of this noise so it doesn't pop up on me. Just don't need span really. That was just for the comb. Turn Morph off because I'm not using those headphones. I'm actually using my headset opposed to my earbuds because the microphone is better. I found my earbuds headphones or my earbuds microphone sucks. Besides that, without further ado, we take a quick look at the riffs. Here is the song type. Just a couple quick chords, a little bit of sevenths, add ninths, then go. G major. Bring in that bass. Okay, so yeah, you get that it's like a smooth kind of jam. I also have this quick riff of a more heavier jam, just because I wanted to test out the capabilities of something heavier, and pattern go. Yeah, and as for the sampler, it is Independence, which is a wonderful sampler, very dynamic. And yeah, let's get into the tape machines then, without further ado. Okay, so as an effect, I will start with the heavy riff. And what we have going on here is input output. I realized that it's better to look more, and let's just reset everything here. It's better to look more at the bias and then the level into the record. This is level into the record, and the play is level out from the record. A high frequency shelf, a low frequency shelf, a high frequency shelf into the record. These guys just come out. I won't be touching the shelves because they're just shelves. And I got a couple different tape types. If you look at the reels, IK Multimedia did different examinations and physical modeling of different tapes, tape speed. So my biggest focus will be the bias, and the bias, in my opinion, or my understanding, is how well the tape picks up the audio signal. I don't know if that's right or wrong. Don't care. I'll figure it out later. I'll do the research, whatever. But yeah, it's in my opinion, the bias is like bit depth, but for tape. So this is level in, level out, and then these are in and out, different tapes, tape speeds. Those are the main focus. There's also input. Input bypasses the tape and just goes right through the machine. True stereo, it does different things. I guess when you record on tapes, there's an actual difference between, the fidelity between the stereo signals, transport and modeling. I believe that's the tape head. There's no controls for that. So yeah, let's get into it. be running. Additionally, this is the demo. I'm checking out the demo, so I might get a couple noise rides, and I'm going to be dealing with a pop-up screen for the custom shop, because the custom shop has to be open in order to demo these. So yeah, getting into the tape machine. Right now, flat. So bias full blast is like, say, 16-bit depth, and then bias 0 is like 8-bit depth. But that's for tape. That's just a examination. It's distortion, in my opinion. That's the focus here, is we're listening to the distortion. So I'm going to boost in here. This is into the bias sort of thing. And then I'm just going to pull the level down here. And we're going to crank it. Bring the level up a bit. And there's our distortion. It's pretty chunky. This is the tape here, the different tape emulations. I believe this one's like the kind of cheaper brand, and then the brands get better and better. So this is the crappiest distortion. This is the low end distortion. Well, I can turn down the tape speed too here. So yeah, that's just chunky distortion. So let's turn up the tape speed, pick the highest quality tape and the best bias. So this is the cleanest distortion. I need to turn me up in my headphones here because I want a better observation. Okay, so I'm going to set all of the tapes to highest fidelity distortion. Jump into 80 and reset. Get the level full blast. Level down a bit. We'll come in at 3. Bias full blast. Best tape. GP5 or GP9 it looks like. And yeah, that's set. Jumping into 99. Same thing. I'm just going to reset everything again. Highest bias. Full power level. Bring it in at negative or plus whatever that is. 3.3 with the best tape. And 440. Again, reset everything. Highest bias. Bring it in hot. And bring the level down, just so it's not over black. Okay, so everything's set up here. This is a direct comparison between the 4 machines. And I'm going to bring this limiter on. This is just keeping the level consistent, the feed in. It's just a quick compression of the level. Just so there's no fade out or any dynamic there. I want, that crunch all the time. We're doing an examination here, and we're doing an exaggerated examination. So we're pushing hard. Oh, that's a major drop. What's going on there? Another drop. Bring that back up. Alright, let's turn on this comb filter. Hopefully it survives. And we'll get some of that distortion combed. Alright, so turning off the comb filter, now we're going to go for the grittiest distortion, but we'll use the best tape. We'll go back in and get the worst tape. So yeah, same settings pretty much, just now this is the low bias or low bit depth-ish kind of thing. In fact, I could probably turn down tape speed after this. I'm just buggering around here. Checking things out. Checking it out. Okay, so this is low bias, best tape. No comb. Good. Alright, here we have the comb, starting with 24 again. So, yeah, it's a pretty grimy distortion. It's a grimy type of tape distortion. It's tape distortion. So now we go in here and we'll go with the worst tape. Actually, we'll go with the lower tape speed this time. So we have the lowest bias, low tape speed. So a chunkier kind of distortion with the best tape. So where is this button? Where is that button? What button? Tape speed. No, that's tape type. That's speed. Right. So lowest tape speed, lowest bias, best tape. Just had to clear my throat there. Hopefully that didn't make it on stream. Okay, starting from 24 again. No comb. Comb starting at 24. This is low tape speed, best tape, lowest bias. Alright, let's get the worst distortion we can get out of it. Well, not the worst, the chunkiest with the worst tape. So, worst tape, lowest speed, lowest bias, full power in, and just some balance out. Well, just some gain reduction out. Worst. Oh, that was already the lowest tape speed? Bugger. Messed up my examination. Lowest tape speed. Oh, worst tape, that's what I'm doing, yeah. Okay, so worst tape is 250. Whatever that number is 250. I think it's like a, is it 3M or something? It's like a generic brand of tape. And that one wasn't even the best tapes. Okay, so worst tape, lowest speed, lowest bias. Let's get that comb out of there. Very chunky. So what kind of test to do next? I mean, I could bring in the gains and turn it down over here. It just doesn't really seem to do too much. What am I doing for time? 15 minutes in, so I still got lots of time. Alright, what to look at next? Highest bias, cheapest tape. Actually, let's jump into the other riff. And yeah, check out something a little smoother. Okay, so this is the chunkiest. I just want to check everything here. Tape speed low, bias low, level high. Lowest tape, lowest speed, highest or lowest bias, level high. And there's, yeah, that. And that can go away. Lowest speed, lowest tape, lowest bias, level high. Very hot. Everything is going to be very hot. Like I said, this is exaggerated. So, lowest speed, lowest bias, lowest tape. Everything's ready to go. Different riff. Something a little smoother. Let's go. With the comb. That's a nice sound. Alright, moving on to a different examination with a different riff, more smooth riff. So we're going to go highest bias, best tape, and that's it. Tape speed, highest tape speed. So this is a really, I say, high quality distortion. Tape distortion, saturation, whatever. Alright, gotta do that to all of them. Let's prep. And highest tape speed, best tape, highest bias. Again, high tape speed, high tape, high bias. 440, high bias, highest tape speed, highest tape speed. Alright. I'm just going to do a quick check on my stream, make sure everything's coming through. Quick test dry. Yeah, it looks like it appears to be pumping out well. Okay, so let's start up. And again with the comb. Alright. So, highest bias, lowest tape type. Lowest quality tape type. Just getting set up here. Alright, now comb and go. Alright, I feel like the comb is kind of a bias thing. I got it there to I'm how you say examining these for myself, but because I'm streaming, I feel like I'm not really paying attention. I'm just running through things. But yeah, let's go for it either way with the comb. Maybe I'll watch this myself. Right. So now let's go. Haven't I done? It kind of feels like that's it. I mean, I've gone through quite a bit. Get kind of an idea what's going on there. What I haven't tried for myself, and you'll excuse me if I just stare away into space listening, but I want to try the bass. Bring that bass in. So what I gotta do here, I gotta jump into Independence and change the mixer output. Actually, I don't have to do anything within Independence. I can just use the processing tabs. So my bass is coming out on channel 2 or instrument out 3. No, 2. So drop that to 0. And then I'll turn off the guitar. How do I do that? Back into Independence. Quick edit. And actually, I'll just change the MIDI channel. I should just did that. Channel 2. No, that's not right. Because then the guitar notes will be hitting the bass, yeah. So what do I gotta do? Bypass? Is it that easy? Yeah. Alright. Let's check out these tape machines, distortions, as an effect on a bass. I'm quite interested. As a guitar, it was pretty chunky. It's an effect, opposed to Isotope's tape machine in their EQs. I'm not sure which one, Neutron. I've never really dealt with tape machines before, but I'll shut up and just keep going here. So what do we have? Let's start with lowest bias. Coming in hot, cheapest tape, lowest speed. And let's turn that off so I can reserve some CPU for this setup. Okay, so lowest tape, lowest speed, lowest bias. And continuing along with that trend. So this is the chunkiest. Get the chunky bass happening. Some tape distortion chunk. or as a ton of would say, it's another Twitch streamer, Tubby. Actually, that feels more chunky than Tubby. Anyway, getting after. Let's go. We have a chord in there? I do. I don't. Yeah, I do. Monkey. Get that out of there. I just want to see if there's any saturation coming from the limiter here. I'm not hearing any. Okay, back in. The next one. On the left. Yeah. From the left again for the last one. So it's not as gritty, I find. I mean, the guitar, you could just hear that tape distortion just shredding it. But with the bass, it's more smooth. Maybe it's a tape speed. I don't think it would be. Let's turn up the tape speed and see what happens. I think I was really liking that first one as far as for the bass. I think the 24, the 80. For the high, for the guitar, it was, for me, it's the 90, or the 99. I like the 99 the most. It seemed to be doing something. High tape speed. Okay. So let's see if we can get that shreddy sound that was coming out of the guitars, where a tape sounds like it's just shredding everything. And I forgot to do the comb, which, like I said, is bias. Focus right now is the tape machine, and let's go. So the reason I'm not letting it play through into the verse is just because with the guitars, the chorus only had little short stabs, little skanks, and then the sustains were in the verse. But right now we got these sustains on the chorus for the bass, so there's no point in going into actually that's a pretty long sustain. Maybe back from the left. Turn me up in them headphones. Right, so not is also a little bit more chew. Like I said, that shred sound that seems different. We're increasing in quality as far as saturation goes. So let's keep stepping, I guess. Yeah, we'll keep stepping. We'll go to the best tape here. So it's gonna get cleaner. The first test was as chunky and as shreddy as it's gonna get. Best tape, highest speed, lowest bias. From the left on 24. Maybe I'm not pushing it in hard enough. Because I mean that guitar was just coming through. Bring that guitar back for a second. Where is it? Because I just want to check the level of that guitar. Bypass bass. Bypass bass. Okay. Compared to guitar. Yeah, that's why I'm not getting that much shred. Because it's not coming in as hot. So where's that coming in at? 12 round. The guitar comes in at 6. So let's bring that bass up to 6. How can I do that? Modules. You need a helper here. Let's add a helper. Click. LFO. I'm in the wrong section. Why do I have an LFO? Insert effect. Okay. Helper volume. And I need from 12 to 6, so plus 6. Can I get? Let's check it. Guitar. Higher. Something's blocking it. The limiter? Okay, I'm gonna have to reset the limiter here. Yeah. Alright, so a little bit of prep. Go on a bit. Let's drop that all the way down. We'll bring that threshold up all the way max and see where our levels are. Something like this. Got a 4 to 4.5 to 1 ratio. RD. 12. Okay, let's see if we can bring that up to 6. There we go. There. Okay, now we're on par with what the guitar was at. Must be the partials and stuff that are changing the compression. Okay, so we're gonna take it back to the lowest. The lowest. This is lowest speed, lowest tape, lowest speed, lowest bias. Let's see if we can get that shred. That shred that tapes do. Back in the day, I used to like have these cartoons, old cartoons on like VHS, and when I was older, I tried to check them out again, and I guess they aged, and the distortion on it was brutal, and that's kind of always my like definition of tape distortion is like everything just wah 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 and just chewed and just can't even hear what people are saying and stuff. Anyway, getting into it. Alright, so not quite as chewed as of the high-end stuff, probably because there's not a lot of high-end information there, but you can still hear it chewing. Especially the 80. It's really chewing on it. Yeah. Yeah. Alright. I'm not gonna comb. Just because it's too biased, I feel like I'm gonna comb. Just the 80. Let's go. I won't lie, that does sound pleasing to me. But yeah, that comb, I'm not gonna go through all of them. It just removes all the chunkiness. If you look at the intro video, it removes like in between notes and stuff and all those inharmonics, but it still leaves like really thick distortions. So yeah, let's move on to next. I'm gonna start turning up the quality a bit. We're gonna go with a higher speed. Crap, that one was on its highest speed. Tests are tests. Alright, so a bit higher speed, lowest tape, lowest bias. So a step up from the chunkiest distortion. We'll get some more chew. We'll jump to that verse with sustained notes, and we'll start from the left, or from verse. Alright, upping the quality. What's next on the quality list? Best tape, highest speed, lowest bias. Yeah, pretty sure we said okay. From the 24, from the left, the chords. No, all of the chords, yeah. And I stopped it again when I shouldn't have. Let's get those sustains in. 24. Comb. It's getting cleaner and cleaner. It seems like the chews, like lowest of settings, you get these big chews, and then as you get up, the chews get like smaller and smaller little teeth. So now we are going highest quality everything. So highest bias. Highest bias. So this is top quality tape distortion. So we're probably getting like super micro chews. Micro teeth. Just thinking, and we're good. Set from the left. Go. Not sure what's going on with the 99 there. You can hear like this hiss. What's going on here? I cut that out. That makes it sound very very vintage, very lo-fi. One more time with that 99. Well, in fact, we could just jump to the verse and start doing the testing from the sustains, and we'll come back around to the 99. Like I said, we'll come back around to the 99. The 24. I'm not sure why the 99 is doing that, because that's all across the bias. Is it too much push? It even fades with the input. So that's definitely not the samples. That's part of the machine. It's interesting. I never heard that yet. I wonder if that's all low end. Alright, next test. We went to the highest, lowest, highest, sort of. We didn't get a lot of the middle stuff. Like I said, these are exaggerated. And, like, I don't have a limited time. Watch the tape machine spin. I got a limited time and I'll just watch the tape machine spin. Anyway, I can't think of another test. Maybe a different instrument. Don't have too many instruments on this track. Bass riff as in like a metal bass riff. Metal bass riff. I'll just transfer the my little riffy pattern there into bass. I'm gonna group all those notes first. And I just want this, that. Oh, I don't want that. I want this, that, that, and yeah, since we're stepping up, that stuff and that stuff. Yeah. And we'll move into MIDI 2 out. Chunky bass riff, so starting from the first test again, which is the lowest quality distortion, lowest speed, lowest tape, lowest bias. Alright, a little bit of a bass riff. We'll give it a quick playthrough before we jump into the examination. can speed it up a bit. Okay, so lowest quality distortion, emulation, tape emulation. Go. Okay, so we're just going to swing right into the highest quality emulation. The highest quality. Okay. So highest tape, highest bias, highest speed. All right. From the left, highest quality distortion. Is that 99 doing that fuzz again? Yeah. All right, then we can now try out a different instrument. I'm going to use the bass drum. And this is the bass drum pattern. Let's give that a quick preview. I actually have to send that to the channel, not like that, but in Independence. Cog, processing, and drum. The bass drum will be channel 2. That coming out at 0, so it lands on this channel. And I need to mute the bass now. And we just have the drum kick coming through. So I'm going to swing all the way back into the lowest quality. Actually, we'll just start out with the highest quality, then we'll step down because everything's set up and ready to go. Just a quick preview of it dry. That's pretty awful. Let's try it without the limiter. Okay, let's get some sort of, let's go preset drum compression. I don't believe there's any saturation on that, so cool. And that's just banging hard. I mean, it almost sounds like there's a reverb in there. I'm going to look at Independence, make sure there isn't any sort of reverb. Nope. Okay, so those notes are just kicking too hard. Let's bring them down a bit. Alt A or Control A, Alt X, and we're going to drop them, let's say about 15. Actually, we should play that whilst I do this. Oh, that limiter was on. How's that sound without? With that. Got a little bit of ring in there. I would like a better compressor for that dry drum. Thinking. Try one of the other presets. Drum compression 3. 2. Still got a lot of ring. Not a lot of body there. Alright. Getting into it from the, I guess there is no left anymore. Everything is highest quality, I believe. Highest quality. Bass drum. 24. Comb filter doesn't apply anymore as this is not an electric guitar. We are going to jump into the lowest quality distortion, lowest bias, lowest tape speed, lowest tape quality. Alright, this is gonna it's gonna be chewy. I'm gonna check my level coming in. I actually probably should have did that before the highest quality. Yeah, we're way up there. Down. And because of that, I'll go back to the highest quality again. Less. Okay. It's a nice feed in, not too hot. From the 24. That's pretty exaggerated. I wanna check that out. Little lower gain. So I'm at 9. I'm gonna drop that about 6. That's gonna bring us down to input of what? -9-ish. Everything's just sounding like it's just banging. Okay, so yeah, on the 24 again. That ring just disappears. The tape machine just eats it. Okay, so coming back up to 9, and we're going to go highest quality, just because I didn't check the level last time. Full bias, highest tape quality, highest tape speed. Alright, all prepped from the 24, coming in at -6. Highest quality. Distortion. That ring's back now. Oops. I like that. Alright, we're going to bring it in cold. Or at negative. So, -9 input. Highest quality. Very subtle. That's nice. Alright, and we covered lowest quality. There's a bunch of middle ground. Subjectively, my opinion on stuff, which one am I going to choose? And well, we won't even choose any of them, honestly. Not even too sure. Because as a mix, they're very CPU intensive. I've seen in forums and stuff. I mean, that's what that is. Let's drop everything out here. Okay, so that's not affecting them. And then turning one on, we go from 24 to 32, up to 50, 60, and yeah, like as an effect in mixing with it at 100, we're toast. Let's share all of them together. Monster. Computer cannot hack. And I have my settings max triple buffer. Ugh. Yeah. As an effect though, the 24 seems to be just kind of all around. I'm pretty sure that's the oldest of the machines. It seems kind of all around. It gives that, subtleness. It's doing something. The 80 and the 44 seem good for low end. The 99 is more high end. But I kind of like what the 99 does all the time. The 80 and the 44 kind of only seem to do it to bass. They also chew well. 24, not a lot of good things to say about 24. 24 seems pretty bland. But it is doing something. I mean, it seems like the all-around guy. 88 and the 44 are the bassiest, the chewers. The 99 is kind of like in between all of them. But like, does a bit more than the 24. So yeah. I believe that's the end of all these tests. As far as something to mix to, like, I'm not the type of person that wants to degrade my mix just to sound retro. Like, I'll have to do a as mix session. I wasn't sure how many episodes, streams this was going to be. I feel like I covered everything as an effect. Not a lot going on. Like it just feels like a saturation. As far as the stuff in the middle, like you can get that kind of parallel mix if you start turning down your bias or actually do parallel, which would be something like this, like 50% mix or something. The dry input. As far as VST, they're very greedy. They seem pretty stable. When you change the tapes, though, it seems it's got to flip that image, and but it doesn't affect the sound. It just affects the responsiveness as the VST. I like them. I've never really used tape machines before. Like I said, my staple for tape machine sound or tape saturation was those old cartoons I had as a kid, and then trying to throw them in my VCR and watch them, as an adult or an older teenager. And that they were aged or something, or the VCR was crap. I'm not sure, but they just blared, and it was just chewed up. And yeah, that's my definition of tape. I really wish there was a lot more vinyl emulations. There's the noise and the scratch, but the one that does it really well, I think, is Ableton. They have it built right in, and it has like this really like tape kind of sound, but it's the vinyl sound. And you don't see a lot of that. All the emulations like Isotope, Vinyl, I think that's what it's called. Isotope's Vinyl. It's kind of like vinyl, but it's just like the really emulation, just kind of a idea. Whereas the one in Ableton is like the emulation. It sounds like just some of the videos. But yeah, that was the tape machine. Run through everything, just checking if there's anything left to do. We're bringing it in as a mix. I'm not sure what I want to look at for the background. But yeah, this is the end of this video. Let's throw up the Primo Beats out. Thanks for watching. I will be back, maybe 15 minutes. And if you're not sticking around, then until next time.